Good morning, Liberians. Good morning, international partners, comrades, fellow citizens, Wiashians, sympathizers, and other nationals. I invite you to join the podcast this morning, which is an abrupt one, to talk to you on His Excellency George Omane Weah's Great Men Walking, Bound to Succeed, Liberia's miracle child and the man who does it unusual. His life story, his transition, his arrival the other day on the 22nd of September, the fire incident, the hate that people carry, the CDC, Liberians as in general. I invite you to join and add a whole lot of people so you can listen to the perspective of a leadership expert. We have a long way to go. We have a conversation to keep. And I want us to keep it together. The fact remains, these conversations will continue and forever. My name is Siokin Sebekos Basiga, an award-winning academic athlete, a creative leadership award winner, an activist and advocate, a politician, a humanitarian and leadership expert. In my field, I can only boast of myself and no one else. In my field, I have the capacity to determine, to predict, to analyze. There might be some errors. As a human being, we commit errors. But in most cases, the best scenarios would be these views are genuine. And I ask you all to come on and to listen very well and to be analytical and be reasonable in that this conversation has to do with an immediate former president. See, Liberia is a country of 43,000 square miles, we were told. See, I'm not a surveyor. So I never surveyed Liberia. So I don't know the demarcations and the various borders. We were also told that approximately 5 million people living here in this little small country. And we were told there are over 15, 16 tribes in this small country. We were also told we have 15 counties. And it's to fill in the countries to play soccer, Cameroon dominated entire Europe and the world. Now what you fail to realize, Jackson Poto, you know, your family friend, so you gotta be careful here, Jackson Poto, you gotta be careful. See, some of you, I will deal with you as a ghetto kid. Some people I will deal with them as intellectuals. Some people I will deal with in the savior way. Some people I will deal with in unsavory way. So let Cooper tell his mother to plait her hair. Cooper passed away. She tell his mother to plait her hair before telling a handsome-looking 44-year-old man like me to cut my hair. See, I'm a celebrity because I played soccer for 15 years. Then I do politics. Then I'm academically strong. Nobody in Cooper passed away family history will ever match any of my records, even if I threw one of my old shoes away. So you don't come here and be indisciplined. See, some of you deserve the responses we gave you. And I don't even regret talking to a fool like Cooper passed away who has absolutely no history of his own self. I have a phone that have more than 15 different transfers of Cooper passed away. And I didn't do that because I left him. I did that because my twin brother will always ask me to help Cooper pass away. Where do I know Cooper passed away from? My brother will ask me to help Cooper pass away because he's struggling and suffering. I used to send him money to feed himself. Even that I volunteered to stay not working, I still look better and have resources than Omega Cooper pass away. Because I read research paper, I edit somebody's paper and get 1,500. Cooper needs to wait for a monthly salary. We are not on the same level. So when you come here, and I'm not speaking to everybody now because I have a problem. See, I won't post anything. I will check my log and I will embarrass you, Cooper pass away. But go tell your mother to plait her hair like I said. Chief father to cut his hair like I said. Larry Duncan, you will get blocked if you don't. If I don't know you, but you come here and keep misbehaving, I'm gonna deal with you the same way. So, Iman Carrier, I can deal with you in different ways. I'll be very frank with you. No Liberian will match the history of a George Romano we have seen in this country. If you want to bet that, get an international panelist. Call me. I've said before, even as many as you will be. And I will beat you with statistics. And I will give a chronological order. I will give a chronological order of a systematic, successful George Weah against a Joseph Boaka and whoever name you got to list on the table. Those international partners will tell you there exists only one big time successful man. The salary Cooper Pastor will make, I can pay him no salary just sitting writing papers. So we're not on the same level. You just got visa, went to America recently, and you don't have authority to stay there. The day you go there, you get deported. Think about that. The day you go to stay in America without legitimacy, you get deported. So don't think we're on the same level. You're talking about wearing trousers? Like I got 400, you just start wearing trousers. So Cooper, before you talk to me, just be thinking, who am I talking to? I'm not like your fools who you hang around with. Some of them calling themselves brilliant Unity Party people. Many of you in Unity Party.
The Morovia Central Prison. So that was the voice of one of the.
I made a request for a examination so we can see what evidence the woman has to have him prosecuted because he was charged for murder. Yes, ordinarily they clean them by swear code. I'm sorry, the University by swear code has no jurisdiction over the subject matter. So now you see what kind of evidence they have. So that's how we requested a preliminary examination, which was granted anyway by the judge.
But do you need extra evidence to defend your client, because it is glaring, the photographs are there, the videos are there, that your client was involved in allegedly murdering a police officer, and you can see dragging the police officer on the vehicle.
Well, what they feel is an accident. Enemy that was into murder, believe that our enemy were not met. Our client had no motive, had no intention to kill a police officer. Unfortunately, in this case, because this very important was a driver. He's a driver being the wife. So I know him and I carried on. Besides my own review and the comments he made, I did not see any enemy of murder. Charging of murder. That's not the reason why we requested for a preliminary examination. So I said we produced evidence that constitutes murder.
So, what did the client say when he first spoke to him before this incident?
Well, my client said it was an accident. He was parked at some point, and the police requested his lessons. They are giving him a ticket because they are paying him ticket. But then the police told him that the ticket in question was already expired.
Mr. President, at the end of the day, you want to ask for protection. Is it wrong to choose your protection?
It's Firebrand members, the Vah Sr for Puerto Rico education and operation, an intellectual par excellence, a retired student general, a man who has never fallen short standing in defense of the ordinary mass of our people. While some of the colleagues, the PS on the other end, are involved in selling advocacy because they use their belly, they use advocacy to be able to survive at the detriment of the ordinary mass of our people. But this character that we are about to introduce to you, that we are about to bring on stage to adequately communicate the UP position, has never been a sellout. Throughout his life, he has always been in the vanguard in advocating the defense of our people. From his high school days to his university days. And it is no secret that this young man was expelled from the University of Liberia. He was never expelled because he stole, because he was caught cheating on exams. No, he was not. He was never expelled for this reason. He was expelled because he wanted you and myself to go to school free. You may not benefit from it. Somehow, your family members, whether like your cousin, your nephew, your niece, also your aunt, your uncle, even your father or your mother, may have been a beneficiary of this man's advocacy, for which he bear the consequences of expulsion. So the Youth League as an institution is proud to have the legs of having reset serving as one of its leaders. That is the reason we have bestowed upon him the authority to communicate the Youth League decision at today's press gallery. And those decisions, once communicated, will be executed to the core. And the Youth League will never fall short of executing them to the letter. So at this critical juncture, I'm honored and I have the distinct privilege to invite on this platform the Public Relations Officer Emeritus of the Youth League, and currently serves as Vah Sr for Operation and Political Education, and commonly referred to as Tabula Rasa, Boucanier, Tiny Rescue Puppet,
You Manda. Away too. Manda. Viva, viva, Jowia Tuletuna. Viva. Viva, 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 Jowia Tuletuna. Viva. Viva, viva, Jawasenta Makochi. Viva. Viva, viva, Janga Gosoko. Viva. Viva, viva, Nathaniel Falomage. Viva. Viva, viva, Eugene Nambe. Viva. Forward, forward, Sanati Dua Junior. Forward. Forward, Norofina Bondo. Forward. Down. Joseph Nima Bwaga. Down. Joseph Nima Bwaga. Down. Jeremiah Kun. Down. Gossip Gafan. Down to the rescue mission. Down. Forward, the CDC. Forward. Amanda. Away too. Maipuye. Iberia. Reactionary Tennessee. Rudeness. Disrespect. Death threat. Amanda. Away too. Well, thank you, comrades. Gentlemen, comrades and friends, members of the growing intelligentsia and fighting forces, the underground movement, members of the Pope Estate, the Revolutionary National Youth League, of the Natl Coalition for Democratic Change, which is the first line of defense, have been summoned to go to war, have been summoned to go to battle, and has been summoned to move one step to engage the arrogance and the recklessness of Mr. Joseph Iman Bwaka and a band of criminals and bandits under the disguise of the rescue mission shenanigans. On September 22nd,
we are responsible for your poverty. I agree with you 100%. But I have come to tell you, the reason that we are poor and year in, year out, nothing can change. The only thing is to pay government employees on time. And then everybody in the country relax. I want to tell you today, there are two things that are keeping us poor in our country. Two things. And before I tell you those two things, I want you to relax. Use this time to think on what I'm about to tell you. It is very strange. People don't talk about it. You know, this country we call Liberia. Everything about this country, we build it ourselves. This country has never been under the white man. Not like Ghana, not like the other African countries, that the white man took it over, colonized our black people, build a place, open roads, and then after a certain time, they gave them independence, and they left the country with them. Liberia was never like that. If you know our history, it's a very unique history in Africa. Liberia is the first African independent republic that have never been colonized. when the white man came to Africa and they took our black people from here and carried them to America as slaves, they stayed there for 300 years. Those that went never came back. It is the children that when the white man got tired using the black man, they brought them, dropped them in Sierra Leone. When the mosquito were killing them, they took them and brought them on Providence Island. There were two slave groups that came to Liberia. One of them was the mulatto, and the other, they were the dark-skinned black, just like us. The mulatto were the children of the white slave masters who used to sleep with our girls who they said were not human beings, but still they were sleeping with the people who were not human beings to born children. And so those mulatto children were taught how to read and write. But the real dark skin that looked like us, they were the cotton pickers. They used to be on the field picking the cottons. They were never allowed how to read and write. So when the slavery time came, when they freed them, those that wanted to come to Africa, when they came, the mulattoes were the people who knew how to read. So they the one were the first leaders of this country. They led this country with one-party system. E.J. Raw was the first dark-skinned black man to become president in Liberia after Joseph Jiggy Robert, Stephen Ali Benson, Nathaniel B. Warner, you know them, James S. P. All mulattoes. E.J. Raw was the first black skin, but then that was the first coup in Liberia. E.J. Raw was killed on Crown Hill. And he said he was swimming in the water, going with the ship to the ship with the country money in the pocket, so he sank. There was no democracy, no multi-party democracy in Liberia. Until Samuel Doe came, Samuel Doe overthrew. Still no multi-party democracy until Doe took over. When Doe took over here, Jackson F. Doe went running. Still the military scared, the civilians, Samuel Doe won. Still no multi-party democracy. The first multi-party democracies begin in our time. Right now. When Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and Ellen Johnson and George Weah ran to be president, that was the first free and fair multi-party democracy. During the time of Samuel Doe, when Charles Taylor took over, for some of you who think it was multi-party, Charles Taylor had the entire Greater Liberia, from Red Light going all the way to all the counties that were Charles Taylor and his fighters there. So there was no democracy because those that were running against Taylor were afraid to go there to go campaign in the town and villages. So Taylor won.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Liberia. On today, 10012025 is today. And a pleasant good afternoon. This is the People's Program, the program that brings you up to speed of major happenings in Liberia, Africa, and the rest of our one world. Today is the first of the 10th month, the 10th powerful 10th of the year 2025. The first day, we want to say happy birthday to former President, His Excellency George Weah. He celebrated his birthday on today as a former head of state and a very eminent prime minister of this country. We'd love to say to you, happy birthday on today. And this edition of this program is dedicated to the former president, George Weah, celebrated his birthday on today. We want to say, Ambassador, happy birthday on today. And we say, celebrate a grand star and work out importantly to the country. As a matter of fact, you vow peace, tranquility for the people of this country. Let me say, good afternoon to you. And tomorrow, the D-Day, tomorrow is my birthday. And let me brief with you. Before I move forward with this thing, I'm seriously from Augustus. I mean, seriously. Imagine, I'm on a show yesterday, going through pins and calling on Liberians, and Liberians making mockery of me. I announced my mobile money, my orange money number, and they were there beeping me and doing all this. I'm wondering, is this a Liberian that I know? Am I in my own country? Am I the person who on the show, everybody's, oh yeah, you make my day good? I mean, pin. I don't know. So is it just true that Liberian men just to take out their body? Because today conversation happening in the station now, you will see even whoever in the whole crowd. All that tone taking high will be here. All that giant rabbit will be here even the station because somebody had died on whoever. Somebody's alive and they say, I need an assistant. People taking their phone and beeping the person. You know, I'm just so much frustrated and very much flabbergasted in my spirit and disdain this after my people, especially those ones who are the regular callers. I'm sick and tired of you people. So you can only use your voices to make. Listen, I come to the new month from now to the next year. I think we need to pay much attention to the online followers. Yeah. Because they can put 2 million in phone and call and some of them from January to today, they are coming have now changed about government. They say the same thing over and over and again. They are coming, can I help? Even some of their calls are the recitation to their children's homes. I'm sick and tired. And to see the deception in Liberians, they show you white teeth and black hat. I'm frustrated. Look, I've never been frustrated about Liberians than yesterday. Imagine, right now, as I'm sitting on this before you this afternoon, I'm in pain. My leg is still hurting me, but I have to be here. Then I see, I think those people who don't call on the station are the real followers we got, to be frank. I'm beginning to believe this thing. Those who don't call on the station, some of them will even say, I will say something, don't call my name. They are the real, true followers of this program. Because the ones that call continuously, the day you help, don't call them. Don't even call to them. Imagine. So if Nathaniel is now on the show today, tomorrow, everyone will be happy. So you wish death on people. When the person needs assistance, you don't help them. Imagine, I got several permanent friends in government today. And I'm telling somebody, I'm not well. I'm sick. They say, we'll see what to do. But they did not around. Those ones will come to my family and say, hey, we will buy the casket. We will send donation to you. He was so good to this country. Oh, Natl, that golden voice on the station. Oh, this one. Shut your damn mouth. Don't forget to me. Look, for this country to develop, to have people with the tenacity, the moral will, it will be very difficult in this country. It will be hard. Because Liberians are very mean, selfish. It's not just by their face or their dress code. It is in their spirit and their blood. It is. And this is the reason why we are 167 years old. We got nothing tangible to show. Always say, government. Go to other countries. Are the skyscrapers built by government? Are the philanthropists in the country by government? I watch people, I see a Nigerian citizen who want to do a Google walk and see some. Imagine one really touched me yesterday. A lady selling soft drink in the market. One of her legs should be amputated at the bottom part, and she's selling. She can put the soft drink in the big pan, put it on her head, walk around. Even though take it down, the person from the back will help her. I saw a man say, "You today your life will change. You will never sell in a market like this. I'm carrying to a mini supermarket. This is what you sell." And that day was a life-changing moment. And the team not just stopped that, they went to her house and said, "Your little bit will change. Only thing you do is that don't credit, don't lavish your money, because your life will change today. It will be a life-changing moment." I saw a handicap who had his wheel. He's selling these nice coffee, these tea, these drink.
early morning drink on the breakfast table. Somebody said to him, you will be in a shop today. I can never imagine that such a thing happening in Liberia. All Liberian men do is just wickedness. Imagine. Hey man, I'm sick, I'm tired, and look, what I want to do this time, we want to design a strategy. Those who are folks watching live, and I'm seeing Manjo's disease watching in the USA. It's better with the online people be calling this time. We'll be taking calls online. Maybe the people from Liberia will just take 5 calls from Liberia on the phone lines, because you damn not anything good to this country. Your comments are not of nothing, so we should not hear you. Go sit back and just keep there. Now listen to the folks who are online, who are using their data, texting and watching every time. I'm so sick and tired. So your whisper die? Imagine, I've sat in this chair for the past 9 years and said I'm not well, but for my brother to say, hey, let them say you something, they say no, they're going to beat you. Especially loud mouth ones. Let me just not waste my time. And today I'm going to have with me, let me say thanks to the folks online. Wonder Boy, Alafama Bun is saying thanks and welcome back. Your phone, I don't know what you're saying there, but you know, some of you wish we were there. I'll be having a live from the UK. Ambassador Martin Wakio. Remember, he was the lead campaigner on this issue of the shisha, and the government took a decisive step to ban shisha upon, and also his preferment on the board of the LDA. And it is so sad that even those folks that were out there doing saying no to drugs, some of them have been caught selling drugs. It is sad. So the drug thing, it has become Liberians doing this to the country. Liberian. Let me say, I will appreciate those who are watching online. And what I will say today I'm going to put a link online. Those of you watching, you can call. We'll take your call, please. We'll take your call. We will only take 5 minutes of phone calls. All of our calls will do it online. If there's no call, if better will give people information, they're calling. Because the calling is so useless in this country, so useless in this program. We don't want that. So keep all, you put your 2 minutes in your phone and can't talk about who corrupting government. That's your business. Go on that side. The people who are spending their data, who are online watching, we will appreciate them because they do a lot more, and we are not paying much attention to them. So we'll put a link on the program. I'll be having him Ambassador Martin Park. You'll talk about the shisha thing, the whole drug business. He'll be the pointer on the board as a member, and how far we are in the fight against this country. Remember, I'm an ambassador against Lizzie Sustain. We will now bow down in this entire fight. We will not stop. So this is where we will be on this. We will prefer to give information to the Liberian people than cause. The cause, I don't want to say useless, but they're not helping this country. Let me say Hassan to you on the line. Baker Ramsey is watching live. He said from Plebo, Maryland. I think we should be calling people that are on here. And once you're watching, we will throw the link online, and during the calling segment, you will be online, and we will take you. We want your call. Then they will right behind the house people here who are very much wicked and selfish. They look at their own life in this country. Let me say thanks to you. We will talk to you. Let me say Nathaniel B is watching. He says thanks for the update. Thank you. Tomorrow's my birthday, and on my birthday I'm not begging anyone. I don't want to, and I usually say this, I'm not begging anybody. Yeah, I'm not begging anybody. Let me just take this break where we'll connect upon.
The government of Liberia, under the instruction of Mr. Joseph Human Worker, the accidental president of the country, to go to the Rao International Airport with all of the different state security parastatals and apparatus. Even though prior to their advent at the Rao International Airport, our intelligence told us that $500,000 US were solicited to carry on a clandestine operation to sabotage and subsequently assassinate the former president of the Republic of Liberia. Yo, waste of taxpayer money, yo. Using taxpayer money to kill taxpayer, And so, when we got at the Royal International Airport, it was never a surprise that since the historical typology and foundation, it was unprecedented in Liberia's post-war history that past presidents
watching us live on our radio, and someone said to me, Nathaniel, please don't get disappointed. Oh my God, he said, please don't get disappointed. This time, let me say welcome. You know, yeah, so, when you manage people in the country, they put too wicked and mean. Yeah, and especially the independent government people, they are damn mean, very wicked in themselves. And they are the ones, I said it to them, you know, even the president can tell him, they are the ones that will make the president will not do nothing in this country because they're mean. Oh my God, let me say thank you. Ambassador P.B. Kennedy is watching, Jerry Bondo is watching, Remsen Baker is watching, Noah Lepolu is watching, Joel Joisi Biago Sr. is watching, sir. But my own area, the Mohad B. Where Mikey B. Campton, Samuel Geomatic Dudu is watching Omega, Wonder Boy Afala Dolu is watching, Marita Tiwi is watching, Manjos is watching, Jeremiah Destiny Law is watching, it's RRA. And at about 12:30, at about now, it's about 12:30 already. We are trying to link up contact with Ambassador Martin Wakio, who will be with us live in the UK. Remember, he was a lead campaigner. His organization is Ben of Sisha, the danger the post upon. We want to remind Liberians again, and also his preferment on the board of the LDA. He also have been preferred on our board. How this is, and some of the takes about this. And imagine the very people that were doing say no to drugs are the ones who are dealing drugs. And it is so sad for our country. So drugs has become an order of the day. And while Ambassador Parker and I will be on, we will drop a link on our page. Those of you watching live, you'll see the link there that you can join the live with your cause, whatever part of Liberia or you are out of this country. You can phone in, and this time now we want to prioritize our online followers, because when you are linked up, you call in your picture, or it will appear online, and you see yourself afterward. Remember, all of our programs are recorded. We are on YouTube, we are on Facebook, we are on our online radio across the world, and also Liberia 91.9 this time around. Don't say I'm finished talking here. You call me up. We don't get time for that. Just know that at least it will take 5 calls on the phone is enough, because no need to have our ear with this. They can help your ear in this country for nothing, and it won't be that. It's better we get information to the people. Timothy Weah is watching. Timothy say hi, Mr. Vah. Thank you, Timothy, for joining us online. And while Ambassador Parker and I will be online, I will play you a video. One lady that was she was among those that were doing say no to drugs. She was caught up with a huge amount of drugs. LDA have caught her up on this process. Let me say thanks to the government. 15 brand new vehicles that have cost the government more than $480,000 United States dollars have been 15 brand new vehicles for LDA, and I'll focus on LDA upon. But I want to throw a little light on something. You know, the way we treat ourselves in this country is very bad. The incident that occurred where a driver killed a police officer. It was one of the most dreadful scenes I've watched in recent time. A young Liberian citizen who have taking his time, his life to serve his country. Only for the man to stop in front of the vehicle and say, hey, you gotta be properly identified, was the wrong thing he ever done in his life. And why? In Adam Street camp, will you operate a vehicle that don't have documents and you don't want police to ask you? And it just gave us a light to see these are the people who transport drugs at night. They don't want police to interface with them. So any police that if they call the life of that policeman to do it. Why Liberia? Why? And just to inform you, he's been arrested. He has been forwarded to court. He has faced up with his own judgment that he himself placed himself through. And he was taken this morning from the police headquarters to the court. Imagine this. What kind of life you want to live? That when even policemen say, hey, you treat me, even want to kill a policeman. For what? What kind of life you want to live? What kind of enjoyment you want that nobody should ask you any question? And all that money you're looking for, you killing other people's children, but you want your own children to live. You see how Liberian wicked? And there are both of them listening to me this afternoon that are dealing drugs in the communities. This is sad.
Serve the country with everything at their disposal. Coming back to the country, to the republic, as a free citizen, they will be embraced. With barrage of different state security forces. What you saw at the Rao International Airport, it was a dangerous assembly of assassins. Assassins, unscrupulous macro-nationalists who went at the Rao International Airport to assassinate the former president. And so we saw, for the very first time, 5 different police barricades making an attempt on the life of the former president, going as far as using tear gas and loud bullets on armless and peaceful civilians to receive that political leader. The Balogu said at the Rao International Airport, such arrogance and madness was enough, and that the young people were prepared to take the country back where Joseph Boakai was anticipating the country to go to. And that's why, with all of the shooting and spraying of tear gas against citizens, supporters and well-wishers, friends and sympathizers of Liberia's next president, the popular union of the masses of the people converged in an unprecedented political enthusiastic crowd. The crowd overwhelmed the forces of backwardness and the forces of evil. The people were assembled and they said with guns, with tear gas, we will not retreat to cowardice and bow down to the political pharaoh in Joseph Boakai, because the Egyptians, that the less of Boakai you see today, by 2029 you'll see them no more, and Georgia will become president of the Republic of Liberia. So we appreciate all of the young cadres and militants who trooped away, political paratroopers who navigated away, to ensuring that the political leader and Liberia's next president was protected, safe, and brought to the political capital of Liberia, where the masses of the people had the opportunity to wave that the day Jesus Christ was entering Jerusalem, and the masses of the people were waving that the true leader has come back to the country to take his position and to take the seat. And so we condemn Gregory Coleman, we condemn Nelson Fremont, and we condemn those human workers. And we say clearly, any attempt, I want to reiterate, and people thought that we were just making political speeches. If Baka wants to end his regime, the Youth League will help to end Joseph Baka's regime. Will do that. Let me repeat. If anybody thought in a parochial mental darkness that what we said at the Royal International Airport was a political bluff, we want to reiterate this position. Had there been any attempt, smoke, fire, anywhere at the Royal International Airport, we said there would have been a spontaneous and sporadic multiple political vibration at the level of the Royal International Airport. We were prepared to do that. Members of the Youth League, the Progressive Forces, and the members of the Underground Affairs were posted, and they were not waiting for signal here in this country. And Joseph Imam feels that it's crazy. And you may understand that the Youth League will not drop back. The youth will fight, and will push him back. We will move to the executive mansion.
Yo! No retreat, no surrender. Yo! 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 We are ready to die for our country. Yo! 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 Man down! Where to? Man down! Where to? Man down! Where to? Yo! Man, I'm ready to say yo! Say yo! Rescue me, I tell them, rescue me, yo! Yo! And so they understood the language. And we go, we dare them, we double dare them. That everywhere you take fire and take smoke, we have the capacity to reply you spontaneously. We have the energy. And everything that you are in glass house and you want to keep throwing stones, will help you to return the stones and return the stones vehemently. Yeah. And so they retreated.
This afternoon on the program. Good afternoon, Ambassador Bakio. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, and good afternoon to the wonderful colleagues at your station and those who are listening to the show. Good afternoon, and it's great to be on the heat this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you so much, and with a great pleasure having you for way there. How is the UK, and how are you doing and your family?
Well, Ambassador, we are doing great. Thank God. I mean, life is there, and every day when we wake up, we have to, we say thank you to Papa. So we're doing good. And my family, it's everything now, especially across the world, in Europe as well, becoming challenging, especially those of us who have left our favorite homes, and we came on this side to find greener pasture.
Yeah.
Things are not the other way around, where we are to ahead about the Indian that however we thank God for us.
Okay, we are so grateful to have life, and we are strong moving on. Let me say thank you, Ambassador Bakio. Ambassador Bakio, your institution over the past years have been involved in protecting the lives of Liberians. Let's just start off with this issue of this fight they took up on, knowing the danger of the shisha, and your institution took up this process and said we have to protect the younger generation, because if we don't, we may just lose a very large portion of them. First of all, what really inspired you to start such a fight?
Well, thank you so much. And now, first of all, I must commend you as well, and the rest of the journalists within my brother. You have been advocating, a lot for a better Liberia for all of us, and especially our children. So, the fight against shisha is a victory that I don't want to claim. I don't want my organization, Hope Restore Foundation International, to also claim. But rather, I want those lives that we have saved to claim the victory, so that they can be alive tomorrow and serve their communities and their country. And so it was somewhere in 2020, as usual, I'm always back on humanitarian, visit and get gesture. I noticed something strange, this thing they call shisha, the pipes. People go to entertainment centers, I see what they also. So, saying that one, again, the same thing I started seeing it there. Some entertainment centers that our people are running that never used to have them. I started seeing them as well. So I started getting really, really concerned about it. I came back to the UK and I did extensive research. I think I took about 2 months, and I realized that it has been advised medically that no human being should cause shisha, because a high-class tobacco is not good for anybody, or anybody for that matter. And so after I did the findings, I said, well, my organization, we are going to take this fight then to educate our people and conscientize all of those that are into this act to leave it, or else they are going to be damaging their systems as well. So and in 2022, we started a campaign vigorously, going from one school to another, one community to another. In 2023 as well, we extended it. We started spreading it from one school, one church, or one mosque to another. And we started saying that, we were actually being appreciated by those that were meeting, especially young people who are actually into it. And appreciating us. So we thought that the message was actually going across the board. So we decided to write a petition to the House 54th Legislature in 2023. When we served them the petition, the only thing we were told that because of the election, they were not able to actually have the perfect quorum to debate the issue. So we should wait until after the election or so. So yeah, while we decided to wait on their action, we were still continuing with our advocacy and campaigning. And then 2024, we took a head on the game. We went back to the Capitol building and served the petition. We went to the Ministry of Health, we saw the minister and gave her the petition as well. And we also met the president and told the president about the danger of this thing. We share our petition with the president, and from there we were just been waiting for the lawmakers to take steps. And I mean, just surprisingly now, the government came from the back and hit the nail on the head and said, shisha was, found in Liberia with other substances. So we are glad that the government listened to us, and they have put a ban on this substance and other substances as well that we have been speaking against, drugs in general as well. But this particular one was damaging, our young people or anybody that was smoking, because we went to hospitals like JFK research, went to the cardio hospital as well. We were told that cardiovascular diseases were on the rise, and everything was attached to the huge drinking alcohol or to smoking in general as well. So these concerns were very, very much concerning. So we are glad that the government actually came on the back and hit this nail on the head. And today, shisha it's not been seen publicly, with no products of it. Immediately when it was banned, I went around to check in supermarkets. But we didn't see it. It's no more around as well in entertainment centers, except people who are hardly now smoking it. But we thank God, Ambassador. Now this is how we started the game against Shisha, and this is where we ended.
And from all indication, research are proving that this is having a very damaging health on the citizens, especially women, young people. Were seen pop bars, entertainment centers. They will sit around it, and you see all of them puffing that smoke come from their nose, their ears, whatever it passes. They were all involved. You were involved with students. You were on campus. Let's just talk about this. You were involved with students. You were going from school to school. Are you really thinking that the message resonated well, apart from the government enforcing this aspect, seeing the need? Were parents, were students at these various centers, were they really listening and taking in for your own observation?
Well, yeah, in fact, one of the things that actually made us to continue, the awareness raising, thing, because when we go to the school, we explain to young people the effect of this thing, how it'll be easier for you to suffer from to catch how they call TB, tuberculosis, how it will be easier for you to also become impotent, that tomorrow, let's say in the future, you will want your partner, if your partner, you reach to the age of looking for a child, that it will be difficult for you to have a child as well, as if this thing can also destroy according to medical report, and also how you can suffer from stroke as well. So when we used to explain to them and show them the photos as well, that medical report says that when you spend 1 hour smoking shisha, it means you are smoking 200 cigarettes, the small cigarettes as well. So putting this before them, right after some time we'll finish, some of them will come and confess to us, oh uncle, I tried before, but the way I hear today, I'm not going to try again. Or my friend was encouraging me to go try, but with this information, I'm not going there again. So we go to churches as well. People will comment us as well, and sometimes every morning we'll go to one church, another Sunday we'll go to another church, and things. So the message was resonating before even the president, the government would have come with this particular ban into the Ministry of Health, because they did serve them the petition with our research findings and everything. So when we went as well to the Minister of Health, we gave it to her and said, you have a look as well, and decide what to do. So they also did their own research, similar to when we went to law reform. We met Councillor Baka Kane when he was still there. He didn't even know how dangerous shisha was until when we got there. We serving a copy of our petition, because we wanted law reform as well to come in and help. Since the lawmakers were dragging their feet also. So he too did a research and he said, wow, Ambassador Paki, I didn't know that how dangerous this thing is, and our children are messing around with it. Everywhere you go, you see them and things. So this for the law reform, we will back you guys and we will support you guys as well. And so yeah, we were getting good feedback as well. That's why even made us to have left Mosurado County. We went as far as Gofa, Foya, Vonjama. We came down to Banga. We had a big public awareness as well. So the message was going across, and I hope that even with our time right now on the Heat Right Now review, those who are hearing it, who have not heard us and are hearing it for the first time, they can take note as well. Shisha smoking is dangerous. Nobody should fool you that it is in your bedroom now, saying it's not public, it is in hiding, also you should go and smoke it. Do not, because you'll be putting yourself in serious risk. Cardiovascular diseases, any of them, whether it will be heart attack, whether it will be cancer in the mouth, cancer of the stomach, also mental health problem as well in the future when you develop it. So you have to make so that you can make your sound decision.
Ambassador, you care to name some of those schools for reference purpose from the churches, so that students from those areas proprietors and those schools that you attended can also continue to extend the message out there? Can you name some of the schools or the churches you went to?
Yeah, some I can remember.
Yeah.
Obviously, most of us took the huge chunk of it.
Okay.
We went to Kenneja, the two schools in Kenneja. We went to RC Lawson. We went to some of the schools in Chocolate City as well. We travel extensively.
And you're also in other counties like Lofi. You're in Lofi. You're in Bong. You're in other counties.
Yeah. We went when we took our campaign all the way to Foya. We wanted to start from Foya and come all the way up, where we have 2 days involving the joint security. In fact, were led by the LDA in Foya. We had 2 days awareness raising football tournament as well, where people won prizes. And from there, we visited 3 different schools, the Free Pentecostal school there, and the Swedish Free Pentecostal as well. And from there we stopped in Olahu. That one we just talked to a few people while we were en route back to Monrovia, Vonjama as well. We engaged with the LGA there and few communities that, because we're just passing through. We spent about an hour talking to people who came to us by the roadside, and we were talking to them. And then when we reached Obama, we made arrangement with the LGA, and from there the LGA commander plus the police commander, the joint security, they all helped us. We had a whole day event there where we went back, and that time schools were staying in session. We were up to 9-10 schools went to have an adult indoor program after the parade in the major street. So we decided to just continue with it in that manner, and we take on it as we speak from one community to another. The volunteers are on the ground. We are still going from one community to another. We're talking about future and substance abuse in general.
Okay, let me say welcome to all of you. We have with us live on the line Ambassador Marcin Pacquiao. He's there from the United Kingdom, from the Restoring Hope Foundation International. They had a lot of activities upon Liberia, and their advocacy landed on the fertile soil, where the government, after several research from the National Public Health Institute, the Ministry of Health, and other relevant institutions in Liberia, saw the need to push this further, and shisha and other tramadol controlled substance in this country can have a very restricted means in the ban, especially on shisha in the country. He's with us live on the line. Ambassador, there have been a lot of activities. You collaborated with the Liberia National Police that was led by the Inspector General Gregory O. Coleman and the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. They were pleased to announce Say No to Drugs, a day-long football tournament like you mentioned earlier on the 9th of April. That was in 2025. The event took place there into the Chuba Field Road outside Monrovia, and they raised a mutual awareness upon. I'm going to ask you now, Ambassador, you have been preferred to sit on the board at the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency with this rising call against drugs in our country, not just shisha. What have been your thought, and how well did you receive this information when you've been appointed on the board to be a board member on the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency? How did you receive this information?
Well, it was kind of I got a surprise because the people did not know that even the president, since 2009, I started going back and forth between the UK and Liberia, Monrovia to speak against drug abuse and things. And raising awareness, I didn't know that I was being marked or being recorded. Until it got to this stage that the president saw the need that, after all these years I've been spending speaking against drug abuse and creating awareness, that it was necessary that I've been on the board to help the LGA craft, put this up ideas as to how we can actually support by drug. So it was great. I was the before. It was something that I also celebrate week, even though I've been doing it in my own, personal scenario, but this time around to be we had our first meeting, and we put a lot on the table as well for the LGBA after our first board meeting. But in addition to the question as to how do I actually feel about how drugs is in our country. I'm really disappointed in our Liberian people, especially our mothers, because today, the last time I checked, I went to the headquarters to get up-to-date information relative to those that have been arrested and prosecuted, sent to court. I was showing photos, and my parents are women, our mothers, who are into selling these substances and things. And then I'm a parent, even up to now, I keep wondering as to why would the mother be involved in this kind of a thing? Especially so, they are selling something that another mother, child is dying from. But the when the children are living out of that same money that the person got from and saying, what's the other mother do this and thing? I'm still wondering, and I can't even get my head around the ambassador. And so, as it baffled me, I know it baffled many of us as fathers, as mothers, as well, who are not into it. And I think being disappointed at, in our mothers that are doing it, it's something that we need to even talk about. But I'm really got about the involvement of our mothers, the selling of substances in life, because substances are even killing individuals, and destroying the future of our youth and generations as well. So I'm not good about it, and I hope that the fight, the community, the way I'm seeing the community as well getting involved now, and hopefully, I hope that in the very near future, all of us will be able to make sure that we minimize this particular disease that is in our country as well.
Ambassador Pacquiao, like you said, you had a first board meeting, but there have been several calls on the angle of government. This issue about capacitating the LD has been a major call. Capacitated them also financially, in terms of materials, equipment, and all those things. Recently, the government just donated 15 brand new vehicles that cost more than 450 or 480,000 United States dollars on this. Are these also part of the agenda calling on government with a huge support to the LDA, because they also help to amend the fight against illicit substances in this country?
Yes, it did. I think I served you a letter that I personally, that was in March of 2024, just 3 months into the leadership of his representative in my bucket. I wrote a letter, and it was all about how we can tackle drug fighting in Nigeria. And one of my recommendations is about logistical support. Because everywhere I used to go, I see the challenges and things. And besides that, we also, in fact, my organization, we wrote the U.S. ambassador, the Secretary of Affairs there, and the Chinese ambassador as well. We wrote them, and we appealed to them for support on behalf of the LDA as well. And things. So, seeing and hearing that, logistical support is not coming in. I need day by day with vehicles. I mean, it's a good one, being on the board as well. These are some of the challenges that I've heard in the first meeting, that we need something like that. But if you read my letter as well, one of the suggestions I made, and I am still continuing to make a call on that, is to actually take out all of those that are serving as volunteers for the LGA. that institution does not need volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. This is an institution that is fighting top leader that is coming across, things that have, that cost lots of money in it. We can't have people volunteering their services free of charge. That institution to say, and we say we expect, job fight to be successful. That doesn't make sense. And for me, I will continue to make that call. We do not need volunteers at that institution. Even if we have a limited number, but well trained and then well paid, their benefits, everything is okay. We commend you what their job is doing, then that would be far better than us having volunteers who are not getting paid, but then are going to engage the people that have money who are bringing jobs in the country. They will compromise their job as well. Mm-hmm. Now, I have a zero problem with that.
Okay, Ambassador, you also have been having, you had series of meetings with the then Ambassador Neil Monrovia, the American ambassador, Ambassador McCarthy, and the current ambassador. You've been having a lot of meeting upon. But my specific point goes to the press release that was written by your institution, where you were calling, that was done in 2024 on April the 13th, where you were calling the government under the leadership of Joseph Yuman Boakai to revisit the Modern Me organization and all mysterious death cases in the country. Ambassador, how far are these reminders being taken up on?
Well, I think I'm most appreciative, first of all, when we did that early call after the President Joseph Boakai came to power, we started, calling for these for these cases to be revisited. It was great to have heard from the President himself, in the Ministry of Justice, that they were going to open the part of those cases, including more than me, what Martin during the era of President Johnson Sirleaf, all of them, and all of the cases in Liberia. I think it is really, really, really important that the cases are done, so that at least family members can have a closure as well. Because even the two little guys, their mothers are thinking their family members are thinking that they are as well. And why others are thinking that they are no longer alive as well. So if the government don't revisit it, if the Ministry of Justice don't revisit these cases and have closure, then we are still going to be supporting that are not really good for our society. So we will continue to remind the government. We want all material death cases to be revisited, and that includes also the Modern Me case that also draw our children in Liberia.
Ambassador, recently several leaders around the world, as usual, gathered at the United Nations hall there, where regular General Assemblies held, and several leaders were calling on accountability, transparency, were mostly the key message from all leaders coming upon to the United Nations body, reminding other leaders. Our president, the president of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Yuman Boakai, was also there calling and on the word to look at the issue of transparency and accountability, and reminding Liberian home about the development upon. But then when you look back into the government headed by the president, you see a lot of misguided process. What the president would say, you will see leaders on the other end doing something different. Ambassador, you listen to the world leaders, you have been following home in Liberia. What's your take about leaders nowadays? We say something and do something. Just recently, to be specific, you listen about This rape allegation that's on the Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports, of which a lot of Liberians were calling on transparent investigative process in it. Up to today, Liberians are still asking upon what's going on. If you listen to the mining agent, they are calling on the president with a specific letter written to him of the manner and form in which minister and deputy minister, assistant minister, directors are operating, and you being against volunteering. And you see a lot of the workforce there at the mining, the Ministry of Mines and Energy are volunteers. If you look across the judiciary recently, you listen to what happened when the CSA just got in a credential audit, saw a lot of very huge number who were unverified into the system. Liberians now are asking, what are we doing? We listen to our president saying on a world stage, saying these things. Well, look back home, see our leaders doing something different. Ambassador, what's your take on this?
Well, first of all, the point now that we have a leader that is trying to reconnect Liberia internationally by virtue of attending meetings and meet other world leaders by raising the flag of Liberia, so that Liberia can be recognized. People are not going to be continue to have the notion that Liberia is a drug transit point. No, human trafficking in Liberia. No, but rather to tell Liberia that we are more of a country that blessed with mineral resources that we want people to come to the country to invest, that the government can take shit. I think it's something like that for me now. I've been waiting for the team to reconnect at the government after or so. Indeed, in terms of leadership, sometimes, especially you can be the captain, but you cannot have the mind of all of your lieutenants, your players, or so obviously, the way sometimes you want the team to go, you find the other players going the other way as well. But if you as the leader is actually focused and is actually aiming at the point that you keep to the mantle of power, then definitely whether the other people who are going by the way power, so you will have to go focus and think. And what is happening in terms of the developmental agenda that some are actually taking. I think that to a background to us being hugely unpatriotic to the country. We are not patriotic, and because of that, when we are given opportunity to even serve, we rather do our own thing rather than do things for the whole country to benefit from as well. And this is why we are seeing today, even corruption, the part of corruption is so difficult because people are there with their ulterior motives, and they are doing their own thing as well. And because also we have this kind of a judicial system that is actually working in the interest of the nation. We found people who even are in the field of corruption, just moving around freely, and nothing is moving in terms of making sure that the government answers to the allegations, whether they're doing them or so. So all these things are happening. To me, only because but now we have huge segment of citizens who are not patriotic to this country, who do not love this country, and that's why we continue to see, back in our system.
Okay, Ambassador Kpakio with us on the line, and right about now we're getting reports that angry market women are alleged that the PNG City police officer are requesting 300,000 Liberian dollars in order to sell in red market upon. And we informed you earlier on the driver that his action led to the death of eminent, the permanent son of this country who carried on his official duty. The Liberian National Police have forwarded the driver accused of killing the police officer to court right now, and he has been forwarded to court. He's a suspect, Francis Nana. He's been accused of killing the police officer Mark Briswell now he be forwarded to court upon. Ambassador, we'll go to the lines, and we hope that you follow us, and the audience listening to us, they will have their opinion or comments onto us having you upon. It's important. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, for taking on your busy schedule there, and to join us upon 0775-919-919, 0880-919-919 are the numbers we are having with us. Ambassador Marcin Kpakio from the United Kingdom. After fighting on, you say you don't want to take the glory as an individual, but let it be for those who are saved. He is coming from the Restoring Hope Foundation International, and also he's also been preferred to serve on the board at the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. 0775-919-919. Please speak to the conversation that we are discussing this afternoon, and Ambassador Kpakio is following up on. Let's talk to this first caller on this line. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm Uncle Pierce,
okay.
Yeah, Ambassador, Mr. Kpakio said it right. We don't need volunteers to work at a place. We need people to be well paid to take out a place and do the fisher. They did have that because fisher was destroying people, but now people get into this fire. So thank you very much. Thank you too for me.
Okay, he's listening to you. Thank you. Let me talk to you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my name is talking about you from your community.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to tell the president thank you for the work you are doing. Yeah, at least that we are trying to reach somewhere when it comes to the issue of wedding jobs. Yeah, these people now first they do the wedding jobs. It seems at least the president will just want to tell you thank you for what you have done to us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let me talk to you. Good afternoon. Oh, move up. Walk away from. No, we can't continue with you. Good afternoon. Okay, please walk away from your monitor. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Shiva Shivakar calling from the district.
Mm-hmm.
I want to tell Mr. Kpakio thank you for the advocate for the case to us. I want to say congratulations to our president, the president for the donation to the LDA. But one thing we have to say is this. We don't want no volunteer worker to the LDA again. They will make sure everyone that will go to the LDA, let it do their job. So therefore, more harm for the other people again. Because the same people that get to their job, when they arrested, they will take it and go send it to the video. So please, that's my appeal.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Ambassador. Let me say good afternoon to the Ambassador too as well. I come from District 6, and my name is Lawson, a government Sagartius Wisdom. I think I listen to the Ambassador, and I 100% agree, because people at the DEA sector, you shouldn't do funeral work, because you notice that when they are not taking the reference, they will cover for some of those dealers. And one thing I would like to talk about the issue of this within your rape case. Up to now, never see the government taking any action. Just recently, the procurement contractor from the ministry.
Sagashas, you slip off the line. We never cut you off. Upon 0775, let's take few more calls. We'll join Ambassador. Yeah, go ahead, Ambassador. Back you. Ambassador, are you there?
No, I was saying that I wasn't hearing.
Oh.
I wasn't hearing them.
Okay. Let me talk to this person. Good afternoon. I hope you hear this one. You getting it?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Ambassador, are you hearing this person? Yeah.
First of all, I appreciate the president for the effort that he applied and these two questions in Liberia. And also, those young men and women that are in please, if the government tries their possible best at least to at least help you guys, to equip you guys to quit job. Have passion for the job. Don't mind the money. I'm doing things for record tomorrow. Let carry the future tomorrow. It will not be you, your family, your children can do that. And you get something concerning about those that when somebody dies, then they start to show concern to that person. If you in the habit of doing that, please stop that. Somebody dying or even sick, show that concern, the person heavy. They turn them music. They feel that they say that if you want to help me now. Why you happy? He must die there, then you want to help. So please, and read that again, Nathaniel. Look, that place over there, the security that wanted to create the article close to that place. It's a bad money business. Red is a populated area, it's a cover by a market, the men and women. If you say you want to collect money, they're not giving you money then. You want to, you think it's going to harass them on a daily basis. That is wrong. That is wrong. Let us try to make things right in this country.
Okay.
The same thing they can swim to the Keke Rada.
Okay, let's take a final call and join Ambassador Pacquiao. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good afternoon to my Liberian people. Now let me recommend to the government, like each and everyone on the DA that on volunteer. Let them make sure they employ people, let them get good salary. If the people
Did you really follow the conversation?
Come again?
Did you really follow the conversation?
No, I just
Okay. Just hold on there, because like I always said, please follow the conversation so that you can make a profound impact on the discussion. Yeah, to the ambassador, you listen to the callers. A lot of the callers are commending you for the call that you made on this volunteering process of the LDA. Even you say it will have a little number, it will be important than us having a very large number of volunteers. Ambassador, don't hear your final word. We'll leave you.
Yeah, thank you. Let me appreciate that. Followed as well. I appreciate that. Those called, even though we're not hearing them, but thank you for passing it along. Well, there's that call actually. It was made way in mind when I wrote the president of people in 2024. I'm still continuing with it if the next board meeting the put on the board to adopt Cuban is so vital. This institution is so important. This institution is an institution that even unrestrictedly nobody should serve as volunteer in that institution. No way. Because at the end of the day, Ambassador, now what we don't want is for people who are working in that institution to be compromised by drugs here. And drugs, the money people who bring in the country, they got money and they're ready anytime to spend it to grab people to bring it in the country or so. So imagine you are there as as a volunteer for this institution on a beat as an agent. You go to the border or you go to the community and knock somebody down or so, and you are not even on the payroll. You don't even receive compensation, transportation compensation every month or so, and you're only relying on hangout sometimes. Friend gave you something like $10, $5 or so to go home and come back the next day. If you meet somebody who will give you $500, no matter what quantity they are bringing, you had $500 before, you gave $500 US. Obviously, you're going to put money over volunteering activities and things. But if you are fully employed, we have salary structure that's salary is open, benefits open, that at least you don't leave your children hungry at home and come to work or go to work, and when you got a benefit that your child can go to hospital and get paid and benefit from insurance. Fine, if you leave as a kid, try to talk or daughter, you go on the people and but then I would want to bring and include your children, but they're not going to let them go and they will bring them to the law so that they can face the full weight of the law. But this thing about voluntary, I'm against it today and yesterday. I've been against it today. I'm against it tomorrow, and I hope the leadership, is listening as well as where the government of Liberia is listening, and we can take the back on it. And we now want for place that means people like all.
Okay, Ambassador, thank you for joining us, taking out your precious time on this afternoon program. We say thank you so much, Ambassador. In a nutshell, do you want to say anything before leaving us?
The information we just want to pass on is that next week we have a petition that we have written to the Liberia National Lottery. Next week we are going to step down the petition. What we are seeing in the country that is moving in the rate now as well. We are very, very concerned about it. The street gambling, the small machines that the people are bringing in town. We don't even know the particular people that are bringing this business now, but it's spreading even in villages. They carry these small machines, and our young children, whether they're 12 years old, whether they're 15, 13 years old, they are sitting on those machines all day with the points. Nobody knows where they get the points from. Looking for wins, whether they win $10, they win $15 or so. We have studied wise that this thing will bring serious correction to our children's learning process. Some of them will not be going to school because their things can become addictive as well. And so we have done some finding to support our petition, and by this coming week, next week, we'll be able to go to the National Lottery, and we are going to serve our petition. We'll go to the House of Representatives. We're going to also serve them petition, calling on them to complete the regulations of the lottery, and to also ask them to reimpose the age limit, even in casinos, where people guys can go where sport betting and things. I think the age limit should be imposed as well, that our young children cannot be entering and starting gambling to a very, very early age. It is dangerous also for their health, and it is also very disruptive to their learning process. So we are concerned, and this is something that we are going to discuss. We are now started, and we're going to battle against it as well.
Okay.
So that at least we can have a good society. It's not a society that we always boasting that we are a Christian nation, but when you go look, the entire nation is in town to camp everywhere. So we are very concerned about this street gambling because most nations that are in town.
Okay, Ambassador Kwakio. Okay. Okay, we say thank you so much for joining us. Have a good day.
Ambassador, and I want to wish you. And you too, you and your team, we say.
Okay, Ambassador. Okay. And this is how we love to go home. Ambassador Marcin Bakio there from the United Kingdom, the lead campaigner that led the government saying ban to shisha and tramadol and other controlled substances in our country. And he also being appointed upon as a board member on the LD there in the United Kingdom. Join us on the line. He said this time around they are coming up to the lottery. The way from a manner way betting is going in the country. We say thank you. I got to go home. Tomorrow my birthday. Tomorrow I'll be clocking another year. Well, let me say something, Liberians. This wicked, mean spirit in this country. They don't want people to die. That what I see as they say, but Nancy as as I would say, but Allah, you're too wicked. Imagine I'm Nathaniel B seated in this chair and saying to you, I am not well. A passionate plea to the listeners, the people of this country. I need assistance from you people. And somebody telling me no, it's a shame on this country. But as soon as somebody else want to lose money down, you see, even now, as soon as they'll cool have it before it will be back. The crowd will be here. People will pay their way for all kinds to come. You see how like wicked? When the person lady and say, I need assistance for you don't do it. I'm so ashamed. Even I'm ashamed to say that those voices are on the radio every day. Oh, remember my day. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, I'm ashamed of you people. I'm ashamed. And I think those who don't call are the real fans. Because some of us say, please don't call my name. This is what I want to do. Please don't do this. But the ones who are the loud mouth on this radio every day, they don't come to people's aid. I'm ashamed. I'm frustrated. I'm ashamed of this country. Tomorrow my birthday, a lot of people have been asking me something. I was read my number. I will do that before I leave here today. Let me say thanks to those loyal, committed, decent citizens of this country. Let me say thank you so much. Even today, some always are texting me, Ambassador, happy pre-birthday, happy birthday. I say thanks to you. But those one are telling me, oh, sorry, I don't want to hear that bull crap from you people. My numbers are 086 57 1561, 086 57 1561, 0776 86 1286, 0776 86 1286. And anybody, I'm going to complaint. Anybody call me on my number and tell me something what I want to hear. I know I read a number for you to call me or even to say hello to me. I said these are my money number, the all money number. And then some of y'all can run my complaint on the radio. Because I will come here to y'all can't tell me say the thing when you must say to us that one minute call, you can't tell me. Because when you know you don't respect yourself, you can't there on the other side, you will get it from me. Because I don't give a heck about you people. You are just so wicked people in this country. I cannot go. I would not even say bye-bye to y'all.
The day after the Vah International Airport, they gone back to arson attack. President Intl is well. I'm going to say to Joseph Boakai that blazing fire in the bare room